Oh, greetings, loyal minions, beautiful humans. Welcome to the Sci Show, the #1 ranked YouTube channel for people with good self control. If that's you, I appreciate you. So I'm a little bit stretchy and sore after playing golf. Almost time for the spa, but we need to do a review on Weland before we get to the spa. So, as always, let's take a look at the odds. 1.2% chance Legendary Classic, 0.3% chance of Legendary Event Hero, 1% chance of the Featured Event Hero. So up in all, you've got 1.3% chance of an Event Hero and a 1.2% chance of a Legendary Classic. We don't need to know my thoughts on that. I'm getting a little bit over it, but that's, we keep supporting it by doing summons. I probably will do some summons tonight. I think I'll do some Shadow summons. I'm going to keep my tokens for this event for the next few days, just in case there's a Mimic coming out. There should be one due, but I haven't heard anything as yet. But it's always a good idea to keep those tokens as long as we can. It doesn't hurt until waiting until the last day of the portal. But this one, I've got quite a few pulls. Probably not the best time to pull, actually, as Ellery and Emily are not overly great. I actually already have Emily. But yeah, we might be able to work something with her, but I wouldn't mind Demalar, and there's a few other good heroes in there that would be cool enough to get. So, yeah, keep an eye out for those at the end of the video. But back to Weland. He's a beefy-looking, strange guy, to be honest. Yeah, I don't trust him. He just looks kind of disproportionate. He looks kind of very muscly in the arms, but then he looks a little bit strange. Anyway, I'm still wanting to see a bit more with these character cards. But, he's got a big hammer. That's most people say that's enough in some cases. I wouldn't know. As always, I like the little graphics on the side of the card. Very small thing, but to me they're nice. So let's jump into Weland. He's a paladin, so he gets the protect. Pretty handy. Not only a chance to... chance to get 25% defense to nearby allies as well. So that's pretty good one to have. Once it's maxed out, you're helping your nearby allies as well. And also extra defense with the Bulwark at the start, which it's not fantastic, but any extra defense is good. We can see the power there is 1260, so slowly creeping up. Very good family bonus with the Beowulf family, 75%, 100% chance with 1 or 2 heroes to cleanse a random cleansable status ailment from all allies when they receive damage from an enemy's special skill. So you stick a couple of those Beowulf heroes in there, and you've got a 100% chance to cleanse that. Can be used against you with things like Moth Dust, or any of those ailments that do give follow-up damage or follow-up advantages when they're cleansed. But especially on offense, fantastic to have that. Yeah, really good. It's just a bit of a free cleanse, really. So that's very, very good. Awesome passives as well. We've got the perfect accuracy. The big one is the empowered resist mana reduction. So it's immune to mana reductions. Also gains 600 boosted health and 10% mana each time they resist. Keep in mind that, so that can be really used to your advantage, but it doesn't work against the moths, which would be great if it did, because that's a mana ailment, not a mana reduction. But against heroes, a little bit outdated now, but Fergus and Hrothgar are the main couple. But anyone else that's reducing mana, this hero will just gain some health and some mana. So really, really handy if you can use that to your advantage. The fact he's slow means that's extra good, because if you can take it against a team that is reducing mana, there's a chance that you can then end up being charged in your normal sort of 9 tiles. So also have the stacking attack on damage received. When the character receives damage from special skills, gains 30% attack stack. So that's really, really handy. That builds up by the end of the battle, and you're doing huge damage. Considering he is slow, because I know this works really well on Beowulf once you've taken a few hits. So if you can take Weland, get him a few hits, his hit's just going to be huge. So, you only need to be hit twice, and you've got 60% extra attack. 3 or 4 times, you're up over 100% attack, and that's really, really helping. Pretty good stats, a bit higher on the defense. We'll soon get to the point where all the heroes are going to have 1300 attack and defense. Health is probably a touch low for a slow hero. Special skill, He's obviously compensating something for here for having such a long special skill name and a big hammer. Definitely think he's got not much going on under that apron there. Probably, yeah. Anyway, Gleaming Sword and Iron Mail. So not only is he smirking, he's holding his big hammer. He's got a long name, but he's also calling it a Gleaming Sword. Yeah, he's obviously a lady pleaser. Deals 475% damage to all enemies. All allies have a 45% chance to drop any received damage to 1 for 5 turns. So that's really, really awesome. So not a humongous hit, but 475% to all is pretty damn big. Plus, you're going to have that passive that's probably gone off once or twice, so you're going to be doing a bit more damage. Nice defense, dropping the chance, 45%. So fair chance that's going to happen. You know, if you take, say, 3 special skills, or even 2 really, there's a chance you're going to drop one of them back down to 0, so it's really, really handy. Source of buffs, the following effects are cast on a random ally at the start of each turn. 100% special skill damage for 5 turns, 44% mana generation for 5 turns. The source of buffs will activate 6 times. Each attempt to dispel it removes 1 activation. So yeah, that's really, really handy. It's a bit hard to control because you don't know who it's going to. So that's the worst thing. The mana generation is nice regardless, but I mean, you could go to 100% special skill damage that goes onto your healer. I really wish they'd change that. So if it did go to an offensive hero, it actually gave them something different. If it's an attacking hero, it's extra special skill damage. If it's a defensive hero, it's an extra heal or something, but that's neither here nor there. Yeah, so as with any slow hero, instantly going to say very good in Rush War. And if you have any heroes that can increase the mana, I'm actually struggling to find one in yellow because I need to pair someone with Gwendolyn. But we go back to the standard like Nordica, Slaposi, and Zastique. Probably the 3 main ones, but not in yellow. I don't actually know if there's a yellow that adds mana. There's yellows that do mana generation, like Fergent, but I don't think anyone actually adds mana. So, yeah, you kind of need to pair then with an off color to try and get that bonus, or try and take it against heroes that will do a mana reduction, because then you can end up getting charged a lot quicker. So if you go up against a Fergus as an example, set him off a couple of times, you might end up getting the mana, although the one downside of these heroes is they won't resist Fergus's mana reduction. So they'll resist the reduction, but they're not the mana ailment that he puts on, which lowers your mana. So it's a bit of a double-edged sword, but still one way to use him. So yeah, very good hero. Again, with the slow heroes, it really does come down to having a team where you're either going defensive and you can keep your hero alive long enough to get charged, or that you have a mana booster that you can set off in the normal 9 tiles and then get the extra. So again, if you've been watching my Warp videos, I've been playing around with teams like that have, say, Zastique and then Toxicandra, and you're kind of giving, or even Fergent and Toxicandra. So Fergent gives mana generation plus, and then Toxicandra gives a small amount of mana each turn. But it's a little bit harder when you're using off colors. So keep that in mind. But Weland, very good hero. Going to be great in the Rush War. Could probably see him being used as a tank in Rush War, to be honest, because once he goes off, he's giving a really good chance to lower that damage. Having said that, it can be dispelled. So yeah, but very, very good hero. There's a new 4-star as well, I think, so we'll have a quick check at that. Brecker, he looks kind of lame as well. To be honest, not a huge fan. 4 stars, what do we got? Normal passives, that's good. The mana reduction for a 4-star. As I've said, generally you're only using 4 stars in tournaments and events. Is there any point? Slow speed, so handy for rush tournaments. Deals 220% damage to all enemies. All allies get 35% defense for 5 turns. The effect duration resets if the status effect owner is hit with direct damage from a special skill. That's interesting. That will just keep getting reset unless there's also a dispel. All allies recover 500 HP over 5 turns. Is that more? 500 still. Over 5 turns, the effect duration is reset if the owner is hit with direct damage from a special skill. So that's really, really good. Because if they don't have a dispel, then that's just going to keep going. So it's basically like going to go forever unless you go 5 full turns without getting that, or not 5 full turns, but yeah. Deals extra damage against fire, which is nice. So being slow, you're probably not going to take it in the event. 220% damage isn't great. Even if they're all fire, you're going to do a little bit of extra damage. But yeah, being a brand new 4-star, I say it all the time, will be useful enough in tournaments as well, especially the Rush tournament, but nothing uber special there that I see. There are plenty of Dispellers in the 4 stars with all the Season 1 costumes, Melondor, those types of heroes. So, yeah. But if you are using your summons, best of luck if you get either of those. I'm going to jump in and do some Shadow summons. I'm also going to put on some recent Covenant summons. I think they were Covenant. Yeah, so I'll throw some music up. Enjoy the music. I hope you enjoyed the review. As always, if you do enjoy what I'm doing, remember to check out my other work. Gently caress the subscribe button. Give your kitty a scritch for me. Drop me a comment. Blah, blah, blah. How many more things do I need to ask you to do for me? Have a bloody good one.
Memory paints confusion, a canvas stained with gray. I try to find the reason why you slowly slipped away. The waiting by the window for footsteps in the rain, the never-ending silence where your promises remain. I'm really very sorry I came out a little wrong. I haven't seen you in a minute, so here's your empty song. So when I'm drowning in your shadow, still blaming it on you, I remember how you taught me to ignore what's cold and true. It's all that you could give me, a curse right from the start. And all I have to thank you for is this goddamn black hole heart. Black hole heart. You should have been my shelter, my guidance through this storm. But maybe I was broken, too far twisted from the norm. I dreamed that you still love me, trapped beneath your grief. But maybe I was faulty, my blood too tainted underneath. I'm kinda not that sorry I grew up a little wrong. I haven't seen you in forever, so here's your bitter song. So now I'm breaking through your shadow. Your words were never true. I remember how you taught me I could never be like you. It's all that you could give me, a curse right from the start. And all we have in common is this goddamn black hole heart. Black hole heart. You vanished when I needed you, and turned your back on me. The silence left me hollow, but it also set me free. You're buried in my past now, just a memory of rust. I've burned all of your pages from my history of dust. I wish I could be sorry you were always a little wrong. I won't see you like whole heart.